Tonight on WGN America, kick off the holiday weekend with one of baseball's oldest rivalries as the Cubs take on the Reds in Cincinnati.
Driven to deep right, and it is gone.
7 East 4 West on WGN America.
Ted, suit up! Yes! Suit up, suit up, suit up, suit up, suit up. Snow suit up!
How I Met Your Mother. Sundays at 7:30 on WGN America.
Nice night here in Cincinnati. Actually, cool temperatures, but blue skies above as we get you set for Cubs baseball on WGN Sports. Game 1 of a weekend set, and we welcome Cub fans from all over the country watching on WGN America, America's home for baseball. Holiday weekend starting up here tonight. Jim Deshaies, Len Casper with you. The Cubs have lost 4 in a row. The Reds are hot, coming off a 7-2 road trip and one of the best records in the business.
Yeah, in this offseason, a lot of people pointing to the National League Central as being a division that might be down a little bit. That clearly has not been the case. 3 of the best records in all of baseball reside in the Central. The Cardinals, the best team so far in baseball with that 30-16 record, but just behind them, the Reds and the Pirates. Cubs just got done in Pittsburgh. Now a tough weekend set here with Cincinnati.
And the biggest problem for the Cubs, they've had trouble beating their own division, and with an unbalanced schedule, that's a problem. They have really struggled against the Reds.
Reds a very deep, very talented team. They're good in all facets. The Cubs have really struggled against them since September of 2011. They've only won 5 of the 25 games. Have beat them just once so far this year in 6 tries.
When we come back, we'll talk some pitching. Both staffs have been very good this season. Scott Feldman has been tremendous the last few weeks. Bronson Arroyo coming up for the Reds.
On How I Met Your Mother, Barney and his friends have a way with words.
Suit up! Legendary!
Awesome! They speak their own language.
Cockamouse. Slap bet.
Spell out laughs.
Phone 5. You didn't phone 5, did you? I know when you don't phone 510.
And Barney always gets the last word.
Inventing your own word shows creativity and vision. Visiontivity.
On How I Met Your Mother. Sundays at 7:30 on WGN America.
It's the end of an era.
All that spare change I used to get.
Sorry I spilled Bud Light on you.
I wrote a song. Sorry. Here we go.
The crisp, refreshing taste of Bud Light. Here we go.
Switch your car insurance to Geico, and we could help you save on boat and motorcycle insurance too. Other insurance companies are green with envy. Oh, no, I'm sorry, but this is all wrong. I would never say that.
Well, what would you say?
Well, I'd probably emphasise the savings. You know, lose that green with envy bit. Rubbish. It's just a reference about my complexion.
But the focus groups thought that
Focus groups? Geico doesn't use focus groups. Excuse me. No one told me we were using focus groups.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Domino's makes pizza fast. 30 minutes or less. Hot, fast, cheesy goodness.
Domino's used to be all about speed. Not anymore. We're slowing down to make our handmade pan pizza the right way, taking longer to hand press the fresh dough into the pan, adding not 1 but 2 layers of cheese. And we had to slow our ovens down to get that golden crust on the bottom of it. It does take a little bit longer to make, but it makes all the difference.
Try a handmade pan pizza with 2 toppings for just $7.99.
You are getting hungry. Hungry!
The great flavor of a margarita is here, without any of the work. Bud Light Lime Limerita is ready when you are, with a refreshing twist of Bud Light Lime. Just pop, pour over ice, and enjoy. And now introducing new Strawberryta.
Chicago Cubs baseball, brought to you by Budweiser, the official beer of Major League Baseball. From shutouts to walk-offs, we've been celebrating the greatest moments in Major League Baseball for over 30 years. Great times are waiting. Grab some Buds. Honda. Visit your local Honda dealer or go to shophonda.com for current offers. And by AT&T. Find out what's possible with products and services from AT&T. Rethink possible. Second of a three-city road trip. The Cubs will actually finish this journey on the south side of Chicago Monday and Tuesday night. Well, we've talked about the pitching. The Cubs have pitched very well, especially their starters. The Reds have pitched extremely well. We'll see what gives this weekend. Hitters ballpark, but pitchers who don't give up a lot of hits.
Yeah, it should be fun to watch. The ERAs of all the pitchers this series are quite low, and you look at the batting average against in Major League Baseball this year, you see both the Reds and the Cubs in that top five. Cubs second best, Reds fourth best. Reds probably stand out because of their bullpen.
Scott Feldman has done everything and more the Cubs have asked, including with the bat.
How about that? Feldmania alive and well in Chicago. Scott Feldman getting it done at the plate and on the mound. Like every game, he gets a knock, drives in a run, so it seems. He did it last time against the Metropolitans. Feldman also throwing the ball quite well. After a bumpy start, he's been really, really sharp. 4-0 in his last 5. In his last 3 starts, he has an ERA of 0.46.
And when the Cubs signed Feldman, general manager Jed Hoyer said, yeah, he had an ERA of over 5 last year with Texas, but some of the peripherals said that he was better than that ERA, and he's been off to a great start this year. Bronson Arroyo just keeps on ticking, facing the Cubs for the first time this season.
Yeah, fun to watch pitch because he, like Feldman, a finesse guy, really knows how to move the ball around. 4-4, 328 so far for Arroyo. Cubs have seen a bunch of him over the years.
And the lineup is stacked with lefties, including Ryan Sweeney in the cleanup spot for Alfonso Soriano. A sold-out crowd tonight, and there will be a ton of Cub fans here as always. Cubs and Reds coming up from Cincinnati.
Hey, what's going on here?
You want the long or the short answer?
Long, I guess.
Chevy's having a great deal on the 2013 Silverado, but you better hurry because we don't want to see a grown man cry spectacular.
What's the short answer? Nice.
The Chevy Memorial Day Sale. During the Chevy Memorial Day Sale, current Chevy owners trade up to this 2013 Chevy Silverado All-Star Edition with a total value of $92.50. Plus, get America's best pickup coverage, including 2 years of scheduled maintenance.
Hey, you were great.
Home run? RBI? Did you get hit by a pitch?
No.
Well, that's something to celebrate.
I guess.
There's always something to celebrate with Wendy's new Frosty Waffle Cone. The one and only cool and creamy Frosty now comes in a sweet and crispy waffle cone, making everything a little sweeter.
Now that's better.
And we're open late.
May I ask you a question? I don't kill for myself. Don't try and con me. There's no way you could get away with it. I'm starting to think that this death was staged.
Look, bing, reality.
Full Intent, weekdays at 5.
Every Sunday, the movies you love are on WGN America. More comedies, more action, and of course, more explosions. Every Sunday on WGN America.
Chicago Cubs baseball in high definition on WGN TV is brought to you by Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. Let's check out the Cubs batting order brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. DeJesus, Castro, and Rizzo at the top. We mentioned Ryan Sweeney in for Alfonso Soriano in the cleanup spot. Sherholtz, Valbuena, Navarro, the former Red. Darwin Barney's had a good trip, and Scott Feldman, the pitcher. Waiting on the Reds defense. There it is.
There they are. Well, it's Xavier Paul in left field. Chu, the center fielder. Jay Bruce, he's got a cannon out there in the right. Infield has been really, really good. Just a handful of errors across this infield. Frazier, Cozart, Phillips, you know all about him. Joey Votto at first base. Ryan Hannigan does the catching tonight. And Bronson Arroyo, the veteran right-hander, 4-4, 3.28 ERA through 9 starts this year. Arroyo, real crafty sort. Fastball sits around 89 miles an hour. Good slow curveball, cutter, slider, and a change.
Check out the umpires. Tim McClellan has worked in 32 different seasons. Only 12 umpires in history have worked in more, and he's the crew chief. Marvin Hudson at first, Bob Davidson at second, and Lance Barrett over at third. So DeJesus will lead things off. Top 2 leadoff hitters in baseball in OPS are in the ballpark tonight. DeJesus at 906, Shin-Soo Choo at 984. Sellout crowd, gorgeous night, and Arroyo's first pitch is a breaking ball for a strike, and that's something you'll see a lot from Arroyo.
Yeah, and you'll see a breaking ball, and you'll see strike one a high percentage of the time. He's among the leaders in baseball. First pitch strikes almost 70% of the time from Bronson Arroyo. But you can't sit first pitch fastball. He gets everything over.
Called strike 2 on another breaker.
David has seen Arroyo a fair bit, has had very little success. 3 out of 19 against him with a couple of walks.
Cubs have faced Arroyo a ton over the years. Just off the corner. This is his 27th big league start against the Cubs. Big leg kick in the 1-2. Again, just off the corner. You hear so much about crafty lefties. The rare crafty righty.
He is a crafty righty. He'll change arm angles on you. He's going to probably throw his breaking ball in the strike zone more often than his fastball. Such good command of his breaking stuff, and he teases with the heater.
Driven in the air out of the deep center. Chu is back to the warning track, and right in front of his own bullpen, he makes a catch for the out.
That looked like a changeup from Arroyo that he floated up there about letter high. Really telegraphed it. They would put a good swing on it. Didn't quite get enough of it to get it out of here, but he gave it a pretty good ride.
Here comes Starlin Castro. 2 hits yesterday to break a 1-for-18 slump. Very awkward slide into second base in the middle of that game. He was thrown out trying to pick up a double. Tweaked his right ankle, but said before the game he's 100%. He's fine. Curveball strike.
Average velocity on his curveball is about 70 miles an hour, but you'll see him flip it up there 60 miles an hour sometimes, and I think we've seen him in the 50s.
That was a sinker at 86 from the 36-year-old Bronson Arroyo. 6'3", 197.
There's a little drop down Laredo slider. 128 wins, 119 losses. Very good major league career. 4.20 lifetime ERA.
Over the last 8 years, the only time he failed to reach 200 innings was 2011. He was 1 inning short.
Durable, a lot of quality innings. I think there were some folks that thought when he came to the Reds, making his home starts in this ballpark, that the home run ball would be a real issue for him. He obviously has been able to be successful here.
They got him from Boston in March of '06. In the dirt that time. And the count is even at 2-2. Anthony Rizzo on deck.
I don't remember how, he was with Pittsburgh. He came up with Pittsburgh. And then I think he was a waiver claim by the Red Sox, if I'm not mistaken.
On a couple of bounces, Cozart's got a tough play, and that'll be an infield hit.
So, of course, the guy with the tweaked ankle has to leg one out his first at bat the next night. Well, seems to be running pretty well. A lot of times with a lower leg, an ankle injury, it's the stopping and the turning more so than just straight full-on running.
So Castro is aboard. Now it's a struggling Anthony Rizzo. Swing and a miss on a change. Don't know if you can see it under his helmet, but Anthony's hair is naturally curly. And did you see him in the clubhouse today? He tried to straighten it.
Yeah, I saw when he came out for stretch.
You see in the back, it doesn't want to stay straight. He's trying to change up the mojo here. He's 0 for his last 17 with 8 strikeouts. That's a strike. It's 0-2. And you are correct. The Red Sox did claim Arroyo on waivers prior to the 03 season. That would have been General Manager Theo Epstein. One and two.
I can't imagine that the 03 Pirates had an abundance of talent with the 02 Pirates. And I remember seeing him pitch with the Pirates, and he wasn't there long, but he looked like he had a pretty good chance.
Another fly ball out to Chu. Now, really the only guy, I guess, other than Paul, a little bit in left center, but still dealing with the sun. And it'll bring up Ryan Sweeney. He's in there for Alfonso Soriano. You see Dale has loaded the lineup with left-handed hitters, and Soriano just 10 for 50 against Arroyo in his career.
This current Cub roster collectively a 199 batting average against Arroyo in their careers. 235 on base, 335 slugging, just 4 home runs and 173 plate appearances.
Ball one. I was talking with David Bell, who faced Arroyo near the end of David's career. He said, I didn't really enjoy facing Bronson. I like to hit a fastball. Check on Castro. Now there's a strike. Tim McClellan, usually pretty deliberate with his hand signal.
Yeah, he'll call it audibly so the guys at home plate know what the call is, but we won't see it for a while sometimes.
Boy, how many breaking balls here in the first inning has Arroyo thrown for a called strike?
Yeah.
I bet you 4 or 5 at least.
Yeah, and he gets on top of it, and you know, it's more a downer, and then he'll kind of drop the arm angle a little bit. It's more of a sweeping breaking ball. His fastball, in essence, becomes his changeup. Slows you down with the slow breaking stuff, and then if he feels like you're sitting on that, he'll try to slip that 88-mile-an-hour fastball by you and try to jam you with it.
Swing and a miss to end the inning. 86, but up in the zone and effective. The Reds are coming up when we come back.
Find your soul paint at Ace this Memorial Day weekend and save $10 instantly on gallons of Clark & Kensington paint and primer in one, now ranked #1 by a leading consumer magazine. At Ace, the helpful place.
My mother made the best toffee in the world. It's delicious. So now we've turned her toffee into a business. My goal was to take an idea and make it happen. I'm Janet Long, and I formed my toffee company through LegalZoom. I never really thought I would make money doing what I love.
We created LegalZoom to help people start their business and launch their dreams. Go to LegalZoom.com today and make your business dream a reality. At LegalZoom.com, we put the law on your side.
On Rules of Engagement, there are relationship rules.
Oh my God. What happened?
I was hungry.
I meant to my life.
Romance rules.
They decided to give up the ladies for a bit.
Well, that's bad news for anyone selling pepper spray.
Marriage rules.
Got you flowers.
To get sex.
Could have just given you the $15, but you'd be insulted.
Comedy rules.
Is there smoking allowed in here?
Is someone smoking?
You are.
Rules of Engagement.
Weeknights at midnight on WGN America. Sunday, it's interleague action on WGN America. The White Sox are looking to set off fireworks as the Marlins try to make a splash in Chicago. White Sox, Marlins, Sunday 1:30 East, 10:30 West on WGN America.
Let's check out Dusty Baker's Cincinnati Reds starting lineup, ranking 6th in the majors in runs scored. Chew off to a great start this year. Zach Cozart, the shortstop. Look at Joey Votto leading the league at 358. Brandon Phillips leads the league in RBIs. Jay Bruce paces the NL in doubles. Todd Frazier at third. Xavier Paul in left. And the batteries Hannigan and Arroyo.
Who's where for the Cubs defensively? Brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. Sweeney gets to start in left field. The Jesus Center. Shearholtz right. Valbuena Castro. Darwin Barney continues to play errorless baseball. Anthony Rizzo at first. Deoner Navarro behind the plate for Scott Feldman. 4-3 at 2.19 ERA. Good for 6th best in the National League. 214 batting average against all the numbers up and down the boards. Very good for Scott Feldman.
First career start against the Reds, and ball one on Chew. One thing to watch for in this series, and it's only 3 games, but when you line these two offenses up against one another as Chew swings and misses, the Reds have walked 189 times this year, 3rd most in the majors, whereas the Cubs hitters just 101 times, the fewest. So it certainly would behoove this pitching staff to find that strike zone and hopefully quality strikes this weekend.
Yeah, it's a rock and a hard place. It's a very dangerous lineup that you don't want to be throwing balls over the heart of the plate to, but they're a disciplined bunch, especially the guys at the top.
2-2. Well, if you look at the difference between these two offenses, they've each hit 48 home runs. The Cubs have out-doubled the Reds by 21, but again, that stark contrast in terms of the walks. Sharply hit on the ground to Castro, and he'll get him.
Yeah, the Reds are the best on-base percentage in baseball.
Reds won the division last year. They've got a good battle on their hands this season, not only with their nemesis, the Cardinals, but the team we just saw, the Pittsburgh Pirates, off to a very good start. And right now the Reds and Bucks are a game and a half behind St. Louis. Zach Cozart, what a day he had on Wednesday in New York against the Mets. He had 4 hits and 2 doubles off Matt Harvey. First batter to have more than 2 hits off Harvey in a game. It's kind of like Clint Barmas, right? Homering off Strasburg and Harvey.
Yeah. Well, the irony is Cozart, despite that day, is still just a 224 hitter. And he, unlike Chu, who precedes him, and Vada, who follows him, he's not that disciplined. He doesn't walk much. He's got a little pop. He's hit 5 home runs.
Takes a cutter low, and it's 2-1. What more can you say about Scott Feldman? His last 5 starts, 4-0 with a 1.27 ERA.
It's been fun to watch.
That'll roll into center. You can reach us via email, LennonJD@Tribune.com. We're also on Facebook and Twitter as well. And we tweeted out today that we're going to have some fun with Hawk Harrelson when we go to the South Side and the White Sox come to Wrigley Field next week. If the Sox win, we're going to treat Hawk to a bison dog from Wrigley Field. And if the Cubs win, Hawk and Stoney will treat us to a grilled Vienna Polish sausage. I like it.
Something to wash it down with, too, I hope.
And there are still tickets available for those 2 games, both 1:20 starts at Wrigley Field, Wednesday and Thursday. So come on out. Cubs.com for tickets. Joey Votto's hot, and he usually is hot, but he's extra Joey Votto. 11-game hitting streak during which he's hitting .512. He did a ton of damage with the home run ball against the Cubs early in his career with 17 homers and under 180 at bats. And has not homered against them since 2011. You always get a little nervous showing that, especially here, as he took a half swing and didn't get it. 1-2.
For such a good hitter, he'll take some funky swings, but he wins the battle a high percentage of the time. 480 plus on base percentage. He's the reigning National League Player of the Week, but it's kind of bizarre, some of the swings he takes. And I think really what it is, it's just a matter of he's willing to cheat and guess early, and then later in the count he's looking more just to ping a line drive the other way.
Feldman has him 1-2. The pitch, and he struck him out swinging. 2 down.
Trying to shoot that one the other way. He was just late. So Feldman, like Arroyo, is not going to blow you away with mid-90s velocity. His fastball around 90 miles an hour, but he's got a good cutter, curveball, little sink piece there.
Here's Brandon Phillips leading the National League with those 40 RBIs. He's had a lot of chances and he's come through. Phillips hitting .458 with runners in scoring position. Mentioned Votto's hit in 11 in a row. Phillips with a 10-game hitting streak. Cutter for a strike, 0-2.
So I guess what you're saying is the Cub pitchers need to be on their game this weekend?
Yeah, I would say that. Phillips also leads the National League with 32 two-strike hits. Big exaggerated bat waggle. That's high. Cozart at first, off in the distance. He singled with 1 out. And he takes off for second as Phillips bounces. That's a fair ball. Long throw by Valbuena. Good dig by Rizzo. And the inning is over. The end of one from Cincinnati. 0-0.
Whether you're running for a train or training for a run, find your balance. Every delicious Balance Bar has 40-30-30 balance nutrition to give you energy that lasts. Balance Bar. Have you found your balance?
Why are twice as many people choosing Verizon over any other carrier? Many choose us because we have the largest 4G LTE network. Others because of our reputation for reliability. Or maybe it's because we received J.D. Power and Associates Customer Service Award 4 times in a row. In the end, there are countless reasons, but one choice. That's powerful. Verizon.
Oh, we up for the glow show. Yeah, we down here on the ground. Yeah, we up above. Yeah, we up in the clouds. Yeah, we up.
Come alive with the refreshing taste of Lipton iced tea. Feel the taste.
House rule number 53. Big time taste should fit in a little time cup. New single-serve cafe collections from Maxwell House. Now available for use in the Keurig K-Cup brewer. Always good to the last drop.
Cubs, Reds, Saturday at 3:30 East on WGN America.
Scoreless after 1. Cub fans, if you want to manage the game along with Dale Swaim, log on to WGNTV.com right now and click on the WGN Sports Game Zone banner to connect to all the up-to-the-minute stats and information while you're watching from the comfort of your home. The Game Zone is sponsored by The Great Escape, pools, patio sets, play sets, hot tubs, and more.
Right fielder Nate Scherholtz looks at a strike. 2 right-handed hitters in the lineup, Castro and Barney. That's it. Even the pitcher tonight is a left-handed hitter. Switch-hitting catcher Navarro.
Royal going two-seam fastball and then cutter in. He's been doing his homework. Scherholtz has been pretty good at hitting the ball the other way, and off a soft tosser he's going to be thinking about staying back. So they're going to try to crowd him.
Lifted in the air out in the left. Paul coming over near the line. Now stops and puts it away for the out.
I think with Arroyo as a left-handed hitter, you've got to look away, you've got to look soft stuff and just trust that you can react to the fastball inside because he's not a hard thrower. Just look away, react in.
Valbuena batting with 1 out, nobody on. Late afternoon start tomorrow, 3 o'clock Central Time, but we'll hit the air at 2:30 with the leadoff man. Looking forward to JD's chat with Cubs closer Kevin Gregg. The Cubs minor league report and get you set for game 2. Travis Wood, the former Red, against right-hander Homer Bailey. 68 on that curve. Left center. Chu's going to have to chase this one down. It'll roll to the fence. And that's a double for Valbuena.
Good swing of the bat here by Luis, and there again the off-speed pitch sits up a little bit, form outer edge, but up, and hits it hard towards left center. And I think that's the plan. That's the game plan for the left-handed hitters for the most part, and then they'll react as Arroyo makes adjustments throughout the ball game.
Deanna Navarro, 24 games with the Reds last year. This is his 24th as a Cub this season. Outside for ball one. Cubs trying to snap a 4-game losing streak tonight. All 4 losses by 1 or 2 runs.
Well, that's pretty much been the story of their season.
Six and 12 in 1-run games. The Reds are 11-6. Called strike.
Be a challenge for David Bell to send Valbuena on a routine single with the arms in this Reds outfield and the way they're deployed, especially in left. I mean, you really have no chance of scoring Valbuena on a base hit to left field, as shallow as Xavier Paul is out there. Chu and Bruce both have very good throwing arms. The third base coach wants to look at the left fielder and say, come on, man, back up. You're cramping my style here.
Base hit center field. Valbuena hesitated halfway. Wasn't quite sure if that ball was going to drop in front of Chu. It did, and they're at the corners with only 1 out.
Yeah, it's one of those balls that it's much easier to read from up here. We could tell it was going to fall in, but at field level sometimes it's a tougher read, and if you're going to err and play like this, err on the side of caution. You can't afford to be doubled off.
We'll see if Barney can get that guy in. 5 for 10 in the Pirates series with a triple, a walk, a couple of runs, knocked in one as well. Shows bunt, takes a strike. That looked like he was doing it on his own. A lot of flair from Bronson Arroyo. He's always had that long, stringy hair. Big leg kick. This will get the run in as Chu makes a catch. Valbuena tagging, and it's 1-0 Cubs. Sac fly, Darwin Barney.
Barney can continues a good run here. Good at-bats, productive work from him down at the bottom of the order. And speaking of production at the bottom of the order, Cubs hitters, man, they've been something, and Feldman's been a big part of that.
As you heard Anthony Rizzo, come on, Scott, let it rip. He's had a hit and an RBI in 3 of his last 4 starts, including a 2-run double against the Mets on Saturday.
He just got a first pitch changeup from Arroyo.
I like what you said earlier about Arroyo. The fastball sometimes serves as the changeup, and really the word change up, that makes sense. Yeah. You go up in velocity.
Or change of pace. and it's normally it's you're slowing it down, but with him it's slow, then he'll throw that fastball.
Typical changeup should be a change down, maybe.
Downshift.
Arroyo, pretty accomplished musician in his downtime.
You guys ever jam together?
No.
You need to do that. You need to get him come into Chicago and play with you guys.
Not a bad idea. He is treating Feldman like everybody else. He's not just throwing him cookies.
If I'm Feldman right now, my self-esteem is blowing up. I mean, this guy's working me over. Change-ups, curveballs.
And it goes on the 3-2, and it's driven to deep right. Bruce back on it. Gone! A 2-run homer for Scott Feldman.
Feldmania strikes again.
His first career home run on a 3-2 pitch.
A 3-2 breaking ball, no less. Bronson Arroyo treating him like Barry Bonds, and Feldman swings one like Barry Bonds. And check out that dugout there, jacked up. Oh, game on. Samardzija went deep, and now Feldman.
Travis Wood homered in his last start.
That's right. Wow. This is quite a roll.
Pressure's on Jackson and Garza now. So a 3-0 lead.
I believe that's RBIs 14 and 15 for Cubs pitchers. Next best, I think, is maybe 8 driven in. We can look it up.
That's a strike. 2-1. Yeah, you're right. 15 RBIs for Cubs pitchers. The Giants staff second in the majors with 8. Among National League staffs, the Cubs leading in slugging at 300, and that'll go up tonight. Well, we're tied with Milwaukee with 2 home runs. Full count, 3-2. Almost wonder if DeJesus was taking so many pitches, just they give his pitcher a little extra time to calm down. I'm sure the adrenaline's pumping. Feldman hitting that first home run. He'll go to work on the 3-2, and he drives this one foul. The battle for the Crosstown Cup continues in Wrigley Field when the White Sox travel north to play the Cubs this Wednesday, May 29th, and Thursday, May 30th. Again, tickets for both matinees, including in the Budweiser bleachers, are still available. Go to Cubs.com today to purchase. Another 3-2 on the way and another foul.
Yeah, Arroyo's up with a lot of these breaking balls. He's getting some good whacks at him. I just can't believe the sequence to Feldman. I don't know that I've ever seen a pitcher pitched that way.
On the ground to Phillips. Inning over. Bottom of the order, getting it done again. Sac fly, Darwin Barney. Then a home run for Scott Feldman, and it's 3-0.
Go home.
Now lease the all-new Kia Forte LX for $179 a month.
My dad touched people's lives. People just loved him. And he's not here anymore, so I would love to get more of who he is, where he came from. I've never been on Ancestry.com before. I will put in first name, last name, New York. Oh, that's him. Oh, my daddy was 2. There's so many things I want to learn. I can't take my eyes off the screen.
Make your own discoveries with the help of Ancestry.com. Start searching for free right now.
Jack Link's Jerky presents Snackin' with Sasquatch. Feed your wild side.
Dove has asked real women to try our Go Sleeveless deodorant for 5 days. Everybody got 2 t-shirts as well, a short sleeve and a sleeveless one. Which would they wear on day 5?
Sleeveless. Definitely sleeveless. What? I just like the t-shirt.
For visibly softer, smoother underarms. Sleeveless ready in just 5 days. Dove Go Sleeveless deodorant.
Law and Order: Criminal Intent, weekdays at 5.
3-0. Cubs with the lead, trying to end a 4-game losing streak. Scott Feldman doing it again with a bat. And he'll face Bruce, Frazier, and Paul in the Reds' second.
And like you talked about, DeJesus having the lengthy at bat to buy him a little time to settle down. Now Navarro out to chat with him. Yeah, for pitcher going deep, a good surge of adrenaline there. Time to calm down, refocus, and get after these Reds hitters.
A slow start for Jay Bruce. On May 7th, he was hitting .246, slugging .345. But since May 8th, he has been on fire. He leads the National League in May with 20 RBIs. He's hitting .354 since May 8th with 5 home runs, covering 12 games.
Asked him about it today. I said, yeah, you're swinging it pretty good now, huh? And he said, well, I'm getting there. Those numbers would indicate that he's there.
Bounce that one off his foot. Make it 2-1.
Hitters are hesitant to admit, yeah, I'm locked in. I'm right where I want to be. Normally it's, yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. Seeing the ball pretty well.
Lifted high in the air. And it's DeJesus in center for the out. We'll bring up Todd Frazier. His last home run was 1 month ago today. The rocket he hit off Jeff Samardzija. What was it, 480?
And one of the longest home runs of the year. At the time, I believe it was the longest home run hit in the National League. Yeah, way up there off the boat. Whatever that is out there.
Grounds to Valbuena. Lots of time. 2 gone. That looks like a riverboat.
Yeah, that's
right above the batter's eye.
And it's very popular tonight out there on the deck of the riverboat.
I believe the night he hit it off Samardzija, there weren't any fans up there. Cold weather.
It is jammed here tonight. Sellout crowd.
Fireworks after the game. Sunday's game already sold out. Well, the left fielder Xavier Paul, as the Reds still with 2 left fielders on the DL. Ryan Ludwig, Chris Heisey.
A .383 on base percentage for Xavier Paul. That would have me tempted, if I were Dusty, to have him up there between Chu and Votto.
Feldman covering, and the proverbial shutdown inning after the Cubs got 3 in the top of the inning. 3-zip Chicago.
Go Olive Garden's 3-course Italian dinner, just $12.95. Choose one of 5 new entrees. Go grilled with our new chicken Toscano, served with creamy Parmesan risotto. Or go succulent with our new shrimp penne, plus soup or salad and breadsticks. Finish on a high note. Dessert. 3 full courses, just $12.95. Olive Garden. We're all family here. And try our lighter fare menu. 5 delicious choices under 575 calories.
Hey, what's going on here?
You want the long or the short answer?
Long, I guess.
Chevy's having a great deal on the 2013 Silverado, but you better hurry because we don't want to see a grown man cry spectacular.
What's the short answer? Nice.
The Chevy Memorial Day Sale. During the Chevy Memorial Day Sale, current Chevy owners trade up to this 2013 Chevy Silverado All-Star Edition with a total value of $92.50. Plus, get America's best pickup coverage, including 2 years of scheduled maintenance.
You vote. Go home.
Now lease the all-new Kia Forte LX for $179 a month.
When it comes to home video, an epic fail is a huge success. A successful night starts at 11 with America's Funniest Home Videos on WGN America.
Time now for the Chevy Youth Baseball League of the Game. Tonight we recognize Raymond Chevrolet for its support of the Lake Villa Township Baseball and Antioch Youth Softball. Raymond Chevrolet and your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana dealers support over 30,000 young ball players in their communities through the Chevy Youth Baseball program. Since 2010, the Chicago area Chevy dealers have been providing these local youth leagues equipment kits, instructional clinics, and much needed financial support. So once again, from the big leagues to the youth leagues, Chevy is truly the official vehicle of baseball. Underway in the third, and the strike on Starlin Castro. Jam shot roller to Cozart, who will get him for the out.
Gather your friends and family and make Wrigley Field part of your summer plans. Tickets are available throughout the season. For more information, including group plans, Budweiser bleacher availability and premier options, visit Cubs.com.
Rizzo fly to center in the first. Got a note from Jason Carr from the Cubs media relations staff. 15 RBIs for the Cubs pitching staff this month, the most knocked in by Cubs pitchers in a month since August of 1937, and they also had 15 RBIs. And you know who has that great information? Ed Hardig.
Well, I'm starting to wonder what the record for RBIs by pitchers in a year is. If they keep this up.
Tap foul on the ground. Anthony looking for a little crack in the end of his bat, and so far he hasn't found one. Deep right, Jay Bruce has room. Rizzo just missed one.
A good swing of the bat here. He ultimately was not rewarded, but maybe something to build on. He's just been out on that front foot a lot with the off-speed stuff.
Inside corner strike on Sweeney. Shallow right, and actually it'll be the second baseman Phillips to grab it. Cubs go down 1-2-3 for the first time tonight, leading 3-0.
It's the end of an era.
All that spare change I used to get.
Sorry, I spilled Bud Light on you.
I wrote a song. Sorry. Here we go.
The crisp, refreshing taste of Bud Light. Here we go.
America. Land of the free and home of the mouth-watering Ballpark Frank. Grilled on the flames of liberty and named after our national pastime. Ballpark Franks are made with 100% Angus beef and just a dash of democracy. So when someone asks you, hey, are you free to eat a great-tasting Ballpark Frank this weekend? That's when you say, of course I'm free. I'm an American. Ballpark Franks, so American you can taste it.
Looking sharp, Len. Who's the lucky lady?
I'm going to the bank to discuss a mortgage.
See, you need a loan, you put on a suit, you go crawling to the bank. This is how I dress to get a mortgage. I just go to Lending Tree. I calculate how much home I can afford. I get multiple offers to compare side by side. And the best part is, the banks come crawling to me.
Everything you need to get a better mortgage. Clothing optional. Lending Tree. When banks compete, you win.
Okay.
Awkward.
I stayed one time.
We stayed another time.
And now we're eating free.
At Choice Hotels, 2 stays pays. Right now, when you take 2 separate trips, you can earn a free $50 gift card for dining, shopping, or gas. Book now at choicehotels.com. White Sox, Marlins, Sunday 1:30 East on WGN America.
The great flavor of a margarita is here, without any of the work. Bud Light Lime Limerita is ready when you are, with a refreshing twist of Bud Light Lime. Just pop, pour over ice, and enjoy. And now introducing new Strawberryta.
Cubs baseball is brought to you by Bud Light. It's the sure sign of a good time. Here we go.
A lot of red here in Cincinnati. And there's some blue in the stands too. And they got excited when that guy hit a 2-run homer in the second. Ryan Hannigan, the catcher, on the DL the last time we saw Cincinnati. Had a strained oblique.